Time to Think by Nancy Kline. Audiobook summary and review by StoryShots. The best question you can ask someone is one you never finish asking. Introduction. Most people think good listening means waiting for your turn to speak. Nancy Kline's Time to Think. Listening to ignite the human mind argues that real listening creates space for people to think more clearly than they ever could alone. The quality of your attention determines the quality of their thinking. The thinking environment. You cannot think well when someone is interrupting you, not just with words, with their face. The moment you see someone preparing their response, your thinking narrows. When people feel genuinely listened to, without interruption or judgment, they access ideas they did not know they had. The listener's job is not to solve or fix. It is to hold attention so steady that the thinker feels safe enough to go deeper. Most conversations are competitions for airtime. You half listen while drafting your reply, then jump in the instant they pause. You are shutting down their best thinking before it fully forms. The quality of your attention determines the quality of their thinking. But attention alone is not enough. Positive assumptions. You are judging people while they talk, not out loud, but in your head, and they can feel it. People think better in the presence of positive assumptions than negative ones. A positive assumption is not empty praise. It is the decision to believe the person you are listening to is capable and worth hearing fully before you form an opinion. Most managers listen for flaws, catching errors to save time. But that approach kills creativity before it matures. When you assume someone is capable and listen from that belief, they think more rigorously and generate better solutions than you could have imposed. People become the person you believe them to be when you listen. Assuming competence is useless if you are still asking the wrong questions. The incisive question. The way you ask a question shapes the answer. "Why haven't you finished this yet?" is not a question. It is an accusation disguised as inquiry. The person answering will defend or shut down. The incisive question removes a limiting assumption and replaces it with a liberating one. Instead of "What is stopping you?" you ask, "If you knew you could not fail, what would you do?" One question traps them in their current thinking. The other opens a door they did not see. Most people are not stuck on the problem. They are stuck on an invisible assumption about what is possible. Your job as a listener is to identify that assumption and offer them a question that lets them think past it. An incisive question removes the assumption that limits thinking and replaces it with one that frees it. If this changed how you think about listening, someone in your life probably needs to hear it too. Final summary. This summary of Time to Think by Nancy Kline connects three principles. The thinking environment shows that uninterrupted attention unlocks better thinking. Positive assumptions create the safety people need to explore risky ideas, and incisive questions dismantle the invisible limits on someone's thinking. Together, they form a listening practice that treats attention as the most powerful tool you have. But the full framework includes 4 more components: how equality, ease, and appreciation shape the way people think in groups, and why the physical environment itself can either amplify or kill generative thinking. The book also walks through applying this in leadership, coaching, and conflict resolution. We're putting together the full summary of Time to Think right now with a visual infographic and animated video. Follow the book in the StoryShots app to get it the moment it's ready.